Medify, you learn directly from the best players in the world. They'll review your gameplay, show you new perspectives, and outline the steps you can take to shatter the bones of your enemies. Or just raise your skill rating. Book a session or replay review right now on medify.gg.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bozemox, and I'll be your caster for tonight. Tonight we'll have the first match, which is Team Missclick versus Votum Gaming, where we'll go to map Clubhouse, where it will be Team Missclick on the defense and Votum Gaming on attack first. So quickly reviewing the map, I will start right with the match now. So first we'll see the map of the operator bans happening for this match to see which operators will not be able to be played. And after that, we can start with this first match of today, which is the first of the total of 2 matches today. Because after this, we'll also have the match Royal versus FC Fujitsu. So the first operator ban just came out from Team Blue, which is Team Missclick. And the first operator ban is Maverick. Maverick, not a very uncommon ban on this map, as Maverick can be very effective to deal with, for example, the CCTV wall, or potentially even jacuzzi wall or something. But either way, Maverick is a very strong operator and often picked on this map, and for that reason he has been banned. The second operator banned, once again an attacker, is Finka. Finka, even though she has been nerfed a slight bit in terms of her weapon having more recall and her nades being not as effective as they used to be, she's still a very strong operator. And for that reason, it still makes sense to actually ban her. The second operator, actually the first defender ban coming from Team Votum is in this case Thunderbird. Thunderbird, we have seen her so many times already. Of course, you can just place down her healing stations. She has a total of 3, which can be super effective to heal herself or her teammates. After that, she has a pretty good gun. She has a Z4, and she can just roam around and not worry about her role whatsoever. The final operator ban is Mira, which also makes total sense. On map Clubhouse, Mira is picked regularly, especially when she's available. And the most common bomb site to see her is actually the gym master bedroom, where she's often played in the bathroom and the logistics office. Let me just quickly do a quick restart of my Elgato just to be sure, because I have had some issues with it recently. With the game audio being behind of the actual gameplay. So just to be sure, I've hereby reset it to my Elgato. Which, if there was any issue, it should not have been resolved. Okay, so currently I think I still have a prediction running in the chat. Yeah, still 3 minutes for you guys left. So if you haven't casted your vote yet on which team you think will win or hope to win, please cast a vote, because I would love to see what you guys are expecting of this match, because it's actually going to be a very interesting match. This is currently a match that's happening in Group D, where currently Fury is in the lead with 4 points, but Votum and Team Missclick being on each 3 points each, which is like super close to each other. For both of these two teams, it's the final match in the group, so it's super important for each team to win, even if it would be, yeah, whatever team wins technically will secure a spot in the playoffs, where the other team would likely be eliminated. I don't think there's even a chance if this match would go to overtime. One team would earn 2 points and one team would earn 1 point. I think even then there's no chance that both of these teams will go to the playoffs. So for both teams, it's super important, like I said, and things started very well for Team Missclick, with Will already taken out the Thatcher. This is the Thatcher of the board, a decent, pretty important operator, even though there's no Bandit or Bandit whatsoever. There is a Mute, however, so still the Thatcher is slightly important. But as Shimizu gets a kill, he equalizes things, but then Konski with a Reaver taking out Shimizu. It's now 4 versus 3 in the advantage of Team Missclick, bringing this first round to a 4 versus 3 situation. Currently, the Ace playing outside at the jacuzzi area, where Bat is trying to contest the bomb site from outside. With the sledgehammer, he will be able to deal with those castle barricades very easily, but as Popman jumps out, he gets the kill on the sledge. That's the sledge of the board as well. It's now 4 versus 2 with only 2 attackers remaining versus 4 defenders. Double the man count for the defending team, which is Missclick, and therefore they are in a fairly good position. There's still 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock, however, which is still a decent amount of time for the attacking team to work with. They still have a good chance to actually work things around. The Ace now uses his Ace charge to breach the CCTV area from where he will hopefully be able to regain some control. And it's currently already the Nomad playing inside of there. We already has established some form of control. So now it's just up to the attacking team to get control of the cache area. After that, they will need to get control over the construction area, from where they will be able to proceed towards the bomb site. But as there's still various defenders playing in there, currently Lego Man with a very nice deployable shields, also popping his canisters to further delay the attacking team. Those canisters burn for quite a bit of time, so the attackers will need to wait out for flames to go by, which is very valuable time lost. He's currently using his ace charges to further breach the construction wall, which will allow them to have an extra rotate option, entry option, and line of sight, which will certainly aid the attacking team. But the question is, will it be enough? There's only 18 seconds left. Ace is getting damaged quite a lot. He does, however, find one of the Goyo charges, does pop him. In the end, he does kill Konski. It's now 3 vs 2, but as the door is lit up in flames, there's not much way for them to enter the blaze. And in the end, it's the Frost with the 2 final kills. I believe it was Popman. Yes, it is Popman with the 2 final kills, taking out the 2 final remaining attackers and bringing this first round to the defending team, which is Team Missclick 1-0. So like I said, currently today, 2 matches we got in store for you. So the first match, the one you're seeing right now, is Team Missclick versus Votum Gaming, after which we'll go to Group C, which is Royal versus FC Vigil, which is also going to be a hell of a match. Currently, FC Vigil being in the lead with 5 points and Royal being on 2 points. So even if Royal would be able to win this match, it would equalize the score between these 2 teams. Both would then be on 5, where then FC Vigil likely still would have the round difference advantage. But it is a very important match for Royal, because if they don't win, then likely Orgless will be going to the playoffs, as they will still need to play against Penta, and Penta currently not being in a great situation with only 1 point so far. So things are not looking great for them. But even if Orgless would lose, Royal would lose, and Penta somehow would win, there is still a potential chance that Penta would be able to qualify. But the chances at the moment seem very slim. So as we now start with the second round, it's now again up to the attacking team to go for another attack. The first round was won by the defenders. For that reason, they are now going to a different bomb site. New jammer is being placed, but just in time, the first EMP detonate was actually avoided. So therefore, Thatcher already needs to use one of his second EMP nades, which is technically a win for the defensive side. And after an impact is being thrown by Ace, some of the Ace charges get destroyed as well. After the second batch also gets destroyed, the final Ace charge does the job. The wall is now open, there's a decent amount of line of sight created and a decent entry point for where the attackers will now be able to proceed and further contest the bomb site. In the meantime, Sledge already has opened up the office hatch from where Technov gets his first kill there on Gonski. That's the mute taken off the board. Nades will be thrown from the Sledge. If Will continue to play there, he might be getting in a bit of trouble, but as Nate doesn't quite get in his proximity, he doesn't get damaged whatsoever. In it, he also does find the Sledge. Will he get a second kill? He does injure the Nomads. This might become a double kill, as Will also get a kill on Shinji. Lego Man with a kill on Shimusu. It's now a 4 versus 3, with both sides having 1 injured player. The question is, will we see any revives or will we see any finishes? Will with the finish there on Nivkim? I don't know how to pronounce the name, to be honest. Please let me know in chat. But either way, that's the Nomads being finished. It's now 4 versus 2, as Lego Man has been able to be revived, and things are not looking great for the attacking team at the moment. Both attackers currently being towards the construction area, even though the stretch is one of those weird bugs since this season, where the compass is not always updating. But just ignore that for now. So it's currently 4 versus 2, with both attackers already being in a good position, but with the time still being on 55 seconds, they do have some time to work with. The Ace does not have any harbinging utility, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, he would have been able to open up this this construction wall but as the line of sight has been created, Diana is able to make some use of it. Meanwhile, the Ace with the skill there on Will. It's now 3 versus 2. Lego Man still being very low and being finished by Bad, but is with the kill there on the Ace. And it's now all coming out to Diana in this 2 versus 1 situation with still 30 seconds on the clock. It's a decent amount of time to work with, but she still does need to find 2 defenders, and she does not have the diffuser. And in the end, it's Pupman, the Jaeger, with the final kill, bringing this round to Team Missclick once more and putting therefore the score on 2-0. So currently 2-0 for Team Missclick. They're starting this match off pretty well, even though Votum actually picked the attacking side. Something to take note of. So therefore you would expect Votum to be a bit more successful on the attack. But even though that, there's only 2 rounds that have expired so far, so things can still go in Votum's way. Maybe they just need to wake up a little bit, and hopefully for them, they will be able to... they might be able to make a comeback. I'm actually curious, if I look at Liquid Payday right now, do we have any recorded matchups between these 2 teams? No, unfortunately not. Just in general, the only bit of information I can pull from Liquid Payday right now is that Team Missclick has an overall win rate of 57% and Votum has an overall win rate of 60%. So technically Votum being a bit on the better hand here, but in the meantime, those stats don't mean anything as they're very, very scarce, based off very scarce information. So therefore it's a bit difficult to pull any information from that. Meanwhile, also the prediction has ended in the chat. A total of 7 people have casted their votes, for which I'm thankful. And an astonishing amount of 6 people actually voted for Team Missclick, and only 1 person voted for Votum Gaming. Oh boy, things are not looking great according to you guys in the chat. But let's hope for Votum. The reality will be a bit different. They will at least be able to put up some resistance, because otherwise this match will not be very interesting to look at. Is meanwhile with this first kill taking out Shinji. Once again an attacker losing his life early on. This time it's the Sledge losing his life and therefore being off the boards. And I think he was taken out by Lego Man, right? Yeah, I believe he was taken out by Lego Man, who's currently playing in CCTV. If he's actually being patient enough, he might find another attacker playing outside. Currently, Bat is playing there. In the end, he does find Bet. He does do quite a bit of damage. Shimusu with a kill on Will at the meantime, however. But in the end, Mozzie does find the Jackal and finishes him off, which brings this round to a 4 versus 3 situation. Also, Shimusu getting in a bit of trouble, but he does in the end find Konski. He will now get in a bit of trouble with Lego Man, but in Lego Man, as he rotates his back towards the attacking team, he gets taken out. It's now 2 versus 3 in the advantage of the attacking team. So in the advantage of Votum Gaming, who could really use it at this moment. So perhaps we'll finally see an attacking round being won. There's still 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, which is a huge amount of time. Hibana currently using her Hibana pellets to create some new entry points and lines of sight. Also the tunnel being opened up. Let's see how it's currently with the hatches. The kitchen hatch has been opened up. The bar hatch has been opened up. And currently the stock hatch is still being reinforced. In the end, it's Is finding the Hibana, so Hibana will not be able to go for any further breaches. It's Is with a nice kill there on the Hibana, bringing this match back to a 2 versus 2. Shimizu currently rotating down the central stairs area, where the Nomad now has dropped down Memorial, is trying to get control of the church, does find the Malusi, which is and takes about a very nice kill there on Pupman. The final kill for the attacking team brings this round to Votum, putting the score on 2-1, and finally Votum also showing some success here, and finally scoring their first point. So currently it's a 2 versus 1, so each team finally starting to book some kind of success, and the question is really what's going to happen right after. After the defenders now can go back to their first defensive side place, which was Gym Master Bedroom. They will be able to go back there, which they will. They could also have chosen to go for a second try on the basement, but seemingly they prefer to play on Gym Bedroom, which they defended pretty well the last time, so gotta give them that.
Attackers have located a bomb. 10 seconds left.
So once again, we're seeing some kind of extension, even though not many reinforcements did happen towards the cache area, which you usually do see. But it's in the end, it's Gonski with a very late reinforce. He needs to be a bit careful, because if he actually isn't too careful, he will not able to go for full reinforce. But in the end, even though he risks his life, he's still able to go for the full reinforce there, which does allow him to get a bit more cover. So in the end, we're having the very famous visual bugs once more, which is very unfortunate. Let's hope they don't stay around too long. Sometimes they disappear just by themselves, but at the same time, there's a pretty good chance that they will just stay for the remaining of this match, which will be not very desirable. I thought it was something that will be fixed by now. But yeah, either way, we'll need to deal with it, and having a rehost for this is also not a good idea, as we're having so much rehost issues with the last stream on Wednesday, where we were not able to do any round history, as the game will then crash every single time. So I'm not really a fan of doing any rehosting at the moment. So I hope you guys will be fine with having these technical issues, or visual issues, as you say. Okay, so meanwhile the round has been going on for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Attackers are now making their first way inside of the building. Ace already trying to get control over the carriage. Catwalk area, a second claimer, a third claimer. Why the hell not? 3 claimers just to be sure. If any flanker comes, he will first need to take out 3 claimers, or he'll just blow them up all at once, which will be one hell of an explosion. And surely he will not survive that. So currently it's the attacking team in the lead with a 4 versus 5, as the castle was already taken out. Nades are now being thrown in the end. They do unfortunately not find the target. Would have been a nice one if the Slash managed to get some damage there. But in the end, the Lego man with a kill there on bat. It's the first attacker, the Sledge being taken off the boards. It's now full 4 versus 4 once again, where Lego man is trying to contest the construction area, where various attackers are already stacking up. Sophia currently playing on the master bedroom windows, and Pupman with a kill there on Shimusu, which is the Nuke taken off the board right now. 4 versus 3. Sophia meanwhile taking out Will with a very nice pre-fire headshot in the end. Ace trying to take control over the construction area. It seems like that currently office is not being manned whatsoever. So if the attackers would actually figure this out, they will be able to take some very easy control over this area. But as Legoman now rotates towards the logistic office, the attackers will need to be a bit careful here. But in the end, it's actually Lego Man who needs to be careful. He gets found, he gets taken out by the Ace. And in the end, it's also Sophia with another kill on Pupman. And now it's all coming down to Konski in this 1 versus 3 situation with still 15 seconds on the clock. So this is working the advantage of Konski. If he finds the planter and takes him out, he will be able to buy a lot of time for himself. But he needs to be careful, as the the Yana is keeping a close angle, which we cannot see. But he's keeping a close angle, and therefore finding the remaining defender and winning another round for the attacking team, which is Votum Gaming, and therefore equalizing the points and score and putting it on 2-2.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So the visual bugs are absolutely being very cruel to us at the moment. They're absolutely not able to work with. Luckily, if I watch in the first-person view, we are able to see a lot more than in the third-person view. It seems to be more on the eastern side of the map compared to the... Oh, it's also about the angle you're watching from. So mostly watching from the eastern side is the problem, it seems like. Okay, interesting. But either way, we're still able to see enough of the match, I would say, so likely we'll just continue as it is for the moment. We're now heading to round 5. After this, we'll have 1 more round before the roll swap. So currently it's a 2-2, which makes the match very interesting and very tense, which is always nice to see. Nothing more boring than a very one-sided match.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Loading mag. Device is going dark.
So in the end, EMP nades get thrown. I'm actually questioning whether they actually did hit their mark, because the Tetron EMP range did not actually seem to meet the Mute Jammer. In the end, the second EMP therefore will be thrown, does find the Mute Jammer, and meanwhile it's also Ace with the first killer. Did Ace just go for a run out? No? I think he did. Yes, he did. Someone might try to go for a run out from the garage door, but luckily the Ace was aware. He was ready for it. He found the might, took him out, and meanwhile at the same time he was able to breach the CCTV wall, which allows him and his team to have a new way inside of the building. And also have a new line of sight. The final ace charge will be used for the jacuzzi wall, where currently Will is playing very close by. He's currently playing in gym, for where he can hold a pretty nice angle on the jacuzzi balcony. He does now just spot the Ace, but in the end, no, he doesn't hit his shots. And in the end, Ace with a nice response finds Will, takes him out, bringing this round to a 3 versus 5 in the advantage of Votum Gaming. However, Lego Man with the response takes out the first attacker, which was the Nomad. Nomad might have placed some overcharge, but likely not all. Therefore, it's a pretty nice kill for the attacking team at the moment. Putman still playing on the garage catwalk, where Konski is getting in trouble downstairs in the lounge, getting taken out by Shinji. And it's now 2 versus 4 situation, with Putman being extremely low in HP. Legoman also getting a lot of trouble, but Shinmusu with a kill on Putman. Legoman with a kill on Shinmusu, and Bat with the final kill on Legoman, bringing this round to the attacking team, which is Votum Gaming. And therefore, Votum Gaming takes the lead for the first time during this matchup and puts the score on 2-3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Okay, so for the final defensive round of Team Missclick, we'll head over to the gym master bedroom bomb site. They have been playing this 2 times before, of which they won it once, lost it once. So we'll now go for the second try. The question is, will they succeed or will they fail once more? Once again, we don't really see the same kind of extension we often see towards cache, where all cache walls are being reinforced. But instead, they prefer to extend it a little bit more towards the CCTV area, which is just fine. But CCTV is a bit more difficult to defend, and once they lose it, the cache bomb site also becomes nearly impossible to defend as well. So that's why I technically myself would prefer to go for the extension towards just cache.
Activating jammer.
So once again, for the final round, Team Votum is making their way towards the building as an attacking team. They're not trying to find the first way in. Ace already throwing his ace charges. He's just waiting for the for the Thatcher to throw his Thatcher nades to jam the mute jammers. Where now the Ace will be able to go for his first breach. This allows him to open up the jacuzzi wall a little bit more, have a nice line of sight towards the hallway, and a new entry point. And meanwhile, Sophia with the first kill on Legoman. That's the Jaeger taken off the board, which is nice to see. Shinji going to try to throw some nades. It might actually connect with the mute. It does connect with the mute. It does quite a bit of damage. Bat meanwhile with a killer on Skonski, and will be extremely low. Same goes for Sophia. But in the end, Shimizu with a kill on Putman. It's a 2 versus 5 right now. Things are not looking great for the defending team, as the attackers are currently demolishing them. Will with a kill on Shinji. Bat with a kill on Will. It's with a kill on that was the Sophia, and it's now 1 versus 3 situation where is trying to make his way up back the main stairs, but Bet is awaiting him, taking him out, meaning this round will be won by the attacking team once again, 4 attack rounds in a row, and therefore putting the score on 2-4 in the advantage of Votum Gaming, with which we'll now go to a roll swap where Votum Gaming will now need to defend and Team Missclick will need to attack. So the good thing for Team Missclick is that they also seem to prefer the attacking side, as they did pick attack for the overtime starting side. So hopefully for them, they will be able to be more successful on the defensive, on the attack right now, where Votum now will need to be defending. Let's just watch the first person view, as the third person is currently absolutely looking terrible. So we're certainly seeing some kind of extension as Shimusu is now going to reinforce the jacuzzi wall. Likely someone will then as well reinforce the CCTV walls. It might just be Shimusu himself as well, as he's now rotating in this direction. So it seems like we will see a full top floor extension where the defenders will try to hold the top floor as long as possible, therefore waste as much as possible time on the attacking team, perhaps even take some kills of it, which will make it pretty difficult for the attacking team to take proper control over the bomb site. Because if they would decide to ignore those defenders playing upstairs, which is certainly an option, they will need to be very careful about being flanked. Therefore, it's not very desirable to just leave those defenders playing upstairs without just bothering them at all. So currently, Popman, the Buck, already making his way up towards the CCTV wall with his secondary hard breaching utility. He is very effective at opening this wall, which does not require any Hibana, Sophia, or Ace, or Termite, or whatsoever. Sophia, I mean, of course, Maverick. So that way they're actually able to go for a hard breach, which is actually very interesting to see that they actually did not bring anything else, because Batman is currently the only operator with any hard breaching utility whatsoever. So breaching hatches, breaching walls is going to be very difficult. He will just be able to breach one hatch, possibly, if he makes it that far. But otherwise, breaching any hatches will be very difficult for the attacking team at the moment. Usually I will at least bring one more hard breacher to allow them to open up some walls or hatches, which will make the attack on this bomb site quite more possible. So currently attackers are getting a lot of control over the bomb site, over the building. But currently Shinji is playing there on the billiard area. He finds Kotsky, he finds Lego Man. It's a pretty nice double kill from Shinji there, which already brings us around to a 3 versus 5 situation in the advantage of the defending team, when then Will finds the Jaeger, takes him out. Shinji tries to go for another kill, but in the end he does get shot down by the Nook. It's now 3 versus 3 once more, where currently Shimusu, the warden, is laying at the garage storage stairs, the blue stairs as often referred to, is just walking right by him. The question is, how much does Shimusu actually know? And in the end he does find him as Is rotates himself back up. It's now 2 versus 3 in the advantage of the defending team, which is Votum Gaming. And it's all coming down to Will and Putman to go for the final attack here. In the end, Putman did seem to use his final breaching charge, which has been used on the bar hatch, but in the end he does get taken out by Putman, where everything is now coming down to Will, the Oza. Still full health, 42 seconds on the clock, but as now the first smoke canisters will be thrown, his rotations options, or actually attacking options, will be limited, and therefore he now decides to drop down the bar stairs, bar hatch, where he'll find the Kate, but in the end, the Kate with the final kill, a player by Votum Gaming, and this means this round will be going to Votum Gaming once more, putting the score on 2-5. And let me just quickly turn down my notifications, which I forgot. Ooh, wrong button. This one. There we go. No more notifications. But yeah, currently 2-5 for Votum Gaming. 5 rounds have been won in a row by them, where it's already 5 rounds ago that Team Missclick won a round. They won a nice 2 rounds in a row, but absolutely Votum with a huge comeback on that. We're currently only 1 point away from the match point.
Stop worrying about grenades.
10 seconds left before insertion.
So for the second defensive round of Votum Gaming, we're now heading over to the CCTV cache bomb site, which they of course haven't been playing before. This is their first time. I'm very curious to see how they will defend it. We do see a bandit in play this time, which Missclick decided not to pick. We might potentially then even see some kind of bandit tracking, which would be very interesting to see. Let me try to go to third-person view. Not really possible at the moment, but we can actually first-person view the bandit at the moment. He was already waiting to just place his charges. But as he does get drawn out, the attacking team is now aware of bandit tracking happening, and perhaps Lego Man or someone will be able to go from below, try to contest him. But as Lego Man currently is playing on the other side of the building, it seems to be very unlikely that he will rotate himself towards the stock lounge area. From there, try to contest the bandit. So therefore, it might be very difficult for the attacking team to actually go for this hard breach here. Bandit just patiently waiting for the sound cue of the first thermite charge, the sound cue of the first EMP detonate. After which he would be able to go for a breach here. Also, Thatcher seems to just be waiting for the call, and then he does find his first kill. The Shimusu taking out the mute, but also the taken out is a very huge kill for the Thatcher there. In the end, it's however the Jaeger with the kill on is now 4 versus 3, where Termite will now be able to go for the hard breach after both of the bridge denials have been taken care of. And therefore, he will now be able to open up the wall. Some more ace charges are being thrown on the construction area from where they will create new lines of sight towards the bomb site. Will with a kill on the Jaeger, where it's now 4 versus 2. Blitz is already making himself inside of the building. Konski trying to go for the plants. It's only 2 defenders alive at the moment. Shinji trying to contest the Terma from entering. But in the meantime, the Fusel goes down. Shinji gets taken out, and Lego Man finds a kill. Votum, and another Votum member finds a kill. And now this round is won by the attacking team, which is Team Missclick, where for which reason the score is now put on 3-5. So we actually did see a player leave the match. Let me just quickly check what's going on. But as the player has now returned, we'll just resume the match. So finally, Team Missclick finally being able to get some kind of success by winning a attacking round, which was about time. But still, at the moment, 2 rounds difference between these 2 teams. Votum still in the lead with 2 score difference. And therefore, Missclick is not in a very good position either way, but they might still be able to get that far. The first round has been won. Maybe this is the start of a comeback for them.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion.
Once again, we're seeing a similar kind of extension towards CCTV, just like Team Missclick used to do. And as the preparation phase now comes to an end, it's up to Team Missclick to go for an attack. Excuse me. To which they brought the Ying as one of the attackers, which will potentially lead in some very interesting situations. So attackers already surrounding the building from various angles. Will almost getting one defender in his line of sight. As the defender would have just pushed a little bit further, he would have been exposed, which would have been able to lead to a very early kill. And Legoman meanwhile trying to use his Twitch drone to find some utility, which would later on assist his team. And yet the Mute Jammer does get found. And also the default cam does get taken out, which is very nice to see. Thermal charge now coming up to open up that CCTV wall, sorry, jacuzzi wall, to get that extra line of sight and entry points towards the building, which will surely assist the attacking team later on. Bumman already playing outside and on the windows, already placing one of his shields in the CCTV wall window to cover him from any peeking from there. And also Shimusu taking quite a bit of damage at the moment, therefore being on low HP. Attackers currently just waiting for a way in, looking for a way in. Meanwhile, Twitch already hopping into the bottom. This is actually huge for the attacking team. They now have control over the bottom area where they just found the Frost, took her out. This will be a huge moment for the attacking team to just make their way inside of the building. But as Shimizu finds Will, who just hopped in, this is a huge kill for the defending team. Bad by the kill there on Konski. It's now 3 versus 4, with also Niven getting taken out by Pubman. Taking out Pubman. And it's now 2 versus 3. Legoman, fortunately, with a kill on Shimusu, is now 2 versus 3. But as we speak, the castle with a kill down on Legoman. And now it's all coming out. Iswu does get damaged quite a lot by the smoke canister, making his way up the center stairs. His position is known. He does find the castle, but does by quite a bit of damage. Finds the smoke, takes him out, but in the end, absolutely damaged quite a lot by the smoke canister. And then the castle with the final kill, taking out the final attacking member of Team Missclick, meaning another round will be won by Votum Gaming, and therefore Votum Gaming is now on 3-6 match points. Currently 3-6 match points, Votum Gaming the double amount of points as Team Missclick has, which is a pretty nice effort if you ask me. And it's really about time for Team Missclick to wake up, fight back, because if they don't, they will not qualify for ESA Season 4, the playoffs, and it will be Votum Gaming who does make it to the Western playoffs. So it's basically do or die for Team Missclick, because otherwise we'll say goodbye to them pretty soon. Let me just once again look at the group stages, at the scores, to 100% be sure of this, to confirm it, to prevent me from spreading any misinformation. While Entropy could even still surpass Team Missclick, and technically also Votum Gaming. No, that will not happen. No, it's pretty much if Votum Gaming wins this, they will be. Yeah.
5 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's pretty sure the winning team of this will qualify, likely.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay, so we'll now start with potentially what is going to be the final round of this matchup. It's currently a 3-6 score, which might mean we'll now potentially see the final round as it is match point for Votum Gaming at the moment. Gonski once again with his hard bitching utility, opening up the CCTV wall early on. Once again, it's the only hard bitcher they took, but the round starts out well for them. It is with the first kill there on Shimusu. That is the Warden taken off the board, which is pretty useful as well. It has smoke canisters. No flashbangs, but smoke canisters, like a man forgets. Another kill there on the Jaeger. And therefore it's a good start for the attacking team, bringing this round to 5 versus 3. So attackers will now just try to get some information about where the final defenders are playing. It actually seems like every single defender is currently playing downstairs, where, I mean, Shinji, it says oil plate, but of course he is on top of the, what's the name again of the machine? I actually lost the name. Wow. I mean, it's from before my time, but... Jukebox, thank you, that's it. Finally, no, it's okay. Jukebox, he's playing on top of the jukebox, so currently still the weird bug where it does show the wrong call out on the compass. So just try to ignore that for now. Milo trying to make his way downstairs to central stage from where he can get some quite nice bit of control, placing his shields, which will allow him to have a safe line of sight throughout the whole hallway area. Shinji ready to throw an impact hit on the deployable shields, taking it out. That's a nice thing for him, but Will still has one of the shields, so we'll be able to just replace it if desired. In the end, this Bat's trying to get in control, but in the end, he's the one who does get damaged. Also, he's getting in trouble. Finds does do a bit of damage, but just runs away, wastes more time for the defending team. Yeah, it still goes on. There's a 5 versus 3 at the moment. So Attackers currently trying to, really slowing down their pace. They used to have a very high pace, but as Will now drops, he finds the cage, takes him out. Shinji with a kill on Will, however, another kill there on Gonski. Is now 3 versus 2. Putman with a kill on Shinji. It's all coming down to bed. The smoke was currently playing in Arsenal, but gets found by Is, gets taken out. That's an attacker win for Team Missclick, putting the score on 4-6 and reducing the round difference by 1 more points and putting it on a 2-score round difference. So still Votum Gaming on the match point at the moment, but Team Missclick just a tiny step closer to potentially denying the match point and bringing this match to overtime.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So for the 11th round, the 5th defensive round of Team Votum, will now head over to CCTV room garage, where it's once again up to them to go for a defense here. I'm actually not sure what happened here last time. I think it was actually the attacking team, Team Missclick, winning this round, so it's now a second try for Team Votum. Trying to go for 6-hold defense, but it will be very fortunate again for Team Missclick to win it once more, as then the score will be put on 5-6, and this match will be even more interesting to look at.
5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Keep a barrier.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
So as the preparation phase ends, it's now once again up to the attacking team to go for their offensive rounds, from where they need to get some control, find some of the runners, find some ways in to destroy some walls, and get some first picks, which will ease their attack. Once again, we can see the bandit trying to go for the bandit tracking. Last time he was taken out, which was very unfortunate. Both him and the mute taken out in a very short amount of time, after which the attacking team got the absolute opportunity to go for the attack, and which in the end led to the attack win. Will first try to drone in his teammate, which was Putman playing on the hedge as he forward storm Putman, which actually does a huge amount of damage. But the Jaeger, he does get taken out by the Thatcher there, meaning the first kill will go to the attacking team. First defender taken out, which brings this round to 5 versus 3 situation. Shimusu, however, with a kill there on Lego Man, that's the ash of the board. Not the most important operator utility-wise, but a great operator with a great gun in her hands, which could certainly help the attacking team to put a lot of pressure on the defenders. Meanwhile, Termite still waiting to go for that initial breach, as the bandit has now made his way away from the wall. This will be a great moment for Thatcher to just throw his EMP nade for the Termite to go for that breach, because that way they will be able to go for a nice entry, create a new entry point / line of sight. But meanwhile, getting a nice C4 kill there on Konski. That's the ace of the wards, which did not get to use any of his heart-breaching utility, which could have been very useful for the construction wall. But as Termite will still have one of his charges, he will be able to rotate himself towards that construction wall and go for the breach himself if desired. So currently Termite is playing at the bridge, where the Thatcher is playing at the CCTV window, and Pupman is currently playing in construction. Termite with a kill on Shimusu. It's now at 3 versus 3 equal man count, where every single defender is currently playing close to the bomb site, with Castle being in a good position there on Catwalk. Pupman in the meantime getting injured. Will with a kill on Shinji. The Castle with a kill on Will. It's now a 2 versus 1 as Pupman is injured but will not be revived. The question is, does the Castle know? He knows. He finds Pupman, denies the revive, but in the end it's now 1 versus 1, where it does find the Castle for a bit, does do a bit of damage. It's a 1 versus 1 where the diffuser is close to the Thatcher, so he would be able to go for a plant if desired, but in the end he goes for the kill, finds the Castle. This is another attacker win by Team Missclick, putting the score on 5-6. Where the upcoming round is going to be absolute of huge importance. If Team Missclick manages to win one more round, this will be absolutely amazing. This would put the score on a 6-6, deny the match point, and bring this match to overtime, meaning only 2 or 1 points can be scored by each team, which technically doesn't mean anything. I mean, let's say that one team wins 5 points, then Entropy still would have a bit of a chance to make it to the top 2, as they will need to win then the upcoming match against Furry. But either way, it will make this match very interesting to look at. And it will be very interesting to see why Team Missclick started off with 2 rounds, then 4 rounds being won in a row by Votum Gaming, and now slowly Team Missclick trying to make a comeback once more, putting the score 5-6. For this potential final round, we'll head over to the Gym Master Bedroom bomb site, which was played before by Votum, and which was won by Votum as well, if I'm saying that correctly though.
Attackers' objective is to
believe
locate
so.
a bomb and defuse it.
So this would be their second try then. So once again, attackers making their way towards the building. Lego Man and the Ace and Thatcher currently playing on the balcony on the western side of the map. Sorry, southern. What is it? Oh, it's western side of the map. Campus was just a bit odd. It's the western side of the map. Ace charge will be thrown. Thatcher EMP is being thrown. So this way the jacuzzi wall gets opened by 2 ace charges, which is very interesting. But either way, this wall will surely be opened up now, which does provide the attackers with a very big new entry point / line of sight. In the end, it's with the killer on beds, but the Jaeger with the kill on Putman. It's now 4 versus 4. This is the Oza traded for the smoke. I would say a pretty good trade for the attacking team, especially big loss for the defending team, as 3 smoke canisters now have been lost, which usually are very important towards those last 45 seconds of the rounds. Where Oza also surely would have been a nice addition to the attacking team. She is less important. Either way, the clock is ticking on. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Not a huge amount of time for the attacking team to work with. They currently still are not inside of the map, with only Konski being inside currently in stock area, trying to throw some grenades from below. But as no defender is currently playing right above him, he won't find anyone. Ace now throwing his second or last ace charge, but in the end he does get found by Shimusu, who was playing right around the corner, finds Will with his secondary SMG. Takes him out. It's now 3 versus 4 in the advantage of Votum Gaming. That's the ace lost. The ace charge also being destroyed. Shimusu win another kill on Lego Man. It's a 2 versus 4. Will this be the end of this match, or will somehow Team Missclick still be able to work things around and go for a potential win? Konski trying to go for a nade kill. Is with a kill on the Jaeger. It's a 2 versus 3. A 2 versus 2 as Konski gets a double kill. It's still very possible. There's 40 seconds on the clock. Every single player has lost some HP except for Shinji. But it's for Shinji, it's all workable amounts of HP. It's not too bad for any player at the moment. We're all still in a decent position. As is also for Shinji. Will this be the comeback? Will this be the huge comeback that Team Missclick needs so desperately? But the Castle is the only remaining defender. He's sneaking up towards the gym where Konski is playing very close by. Konski does not know. Will is be able to go for the cover? No, he wants. It's in the end. Kessel with a final kill, Konski, and with only 9 seconds, is needs to rush for the final kill. Will he find the final kill? He knows where he is, but no, it's the Kessel with the final kill on Is, meaning this round will be won by Votum, and therefore this match ends with a 5-7 score for Votum Gaming. An absolute interesting match to look at, where in the end, Votum Game.